As I said in the introduction, the Democrats need to pick up 24 seats, 23 to be exact, to win back the House. Typically, in the midterm election following a presidential election, the other party picks up approximately 30 seats. That's a pretty, 7 seats is a lot, is a pretty big difference. If the average is 30, the need to pick up 23 seats does not seem that difficult to attain. Do you see that to be the case?
I don't believe in what the conventional wisdom is, using what I would consider historical analysis, saying that because something has been a certain way in the past, that will continue. I think most mistakes in predicting what's to come is rooted in this idea that somehow there's some continuing pattern. As they say in the Navy, the admirals are always planning for the last war, not the next one. And even if you want to take a closer look at historical analysis, the truth is that Republicans have been turning out overwhelmingly in greater numbers than Democrats in midterm elections. You can look at 2002, when again Republicans held the House despite having the presidency. You can see that in 2010 and 2014, there's just fundamentally more Republicans that have been are more chronic voters, whereas Democrats are much more dependent on the kind of high-level investment that only a presidential campaign can bring to turn out their more marginal voters. And again, this is a case where fundraising or organizations like my own, Look Ahead America, can have a role in turning out voters who wouldn't ordinarily turn out in a midterm election but might turn out in a presidential election. And this is a challenge for the progressives on their side. They're well funded, but I don't think it's a given. I don't think we can just rely on a heuristic rule of saying, the president's party tends to lose seats. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There's a good chance we may pick up seats in the Senate this time. So I wouldn't base it on conventional wisdom, but more on a fundamental analysis of what's happening in this moment.
Well, there you go. That's why we have this guy on the show, the number buster. He takes conventional wisdom and tells us why it's wrong. Great to have you, Matt.